think it's working.
No. Trust the process.
Don't respond to that guy.
I'm not. Well, that's their captain.
Who?
Champlain Seafoam, the team I'm working with.
What? Who the hell are these people?
I don't know, but they wanted a coach, and I was like, hey, man, I want to get more involved.
Is this Div 2?
This is Div 4, Group 2. They're playing WPI, Grizzco, Union Busters, excuse me. They're the only two teams in their group to have won their first match, because there was another two teams that had to reschedule their match, so it's the two top dogs of the group playing against each other, so it should be interesting.
Should be interesting. That is a dynamo roller.
WPI, I mean, like, I know from last week, they like to pull out a lot of crazy bold weapons, like Dynamo and Big Swig and S-Blast.
Yeah, they're definitely cooking with that.
Well, that's their captain.
Okay. Who? That Dynamo does sound really early, though.
Champlain Seafoam.
Not what you want to see, but it's a trade. Okay, so Mist is pretty neutral right now. As a respawning. That was WPI?
Yellow is WPI, yes.
Yeah, they have an advantage in mid. So they have to try and take advantage of it and not let this Tri-Slosh sneak up on them.
Yeah, the Tri-Slosh Dragono tries to go for a flank up into bats. Gets picked up by the S-Blast, unfortunately. That was a good rally by WPI to get him out of the picture quickly.
Now WPI has numbers in mid. Got another kill, so they're still technically a 3v2. They just have to push up and try and get more paint down, but it's not going to work because they keep on dying. Let's see if they can rally together and not let what's their team?
Champlain. That was a nice shot by the S-Blast. Very well done. Champlain is 3 down. Make that a wipeout. This is their chance to really move up and take a lot of space.
You gotta go fast because they're already back. We gotta slow it down, but it might work out for them because of that splashdown.
Gets a nice double as well. That's the freest goal in the world for WPI.
And another white.
This is terrible for Champlain. They really gotta regroup. You know, get out of this stagger, work back together to get out of this disadvantage.
But I mean, okay, I didn't see what was happening, but it just looked like WPI backed up for no reason, and now with 2 down to push them entire there. That could have been a much better. It's still 50, still pretty good. It's still pretty good. And now they have the lead. They might have time playing a bit more defensive. Let's see what.
Champlain. I mean, a 50-point push. You know, like it's
definitely nothing to complain about.
Like, it's a lot of points for WPI. Champlain, you know, if you just lost 50 points, you're not giving up over that. There's still plenty of time left in the match. Definitely a beatable push, but they're definitely going to have to really come together and work more together if they won't have any chance of coming back and winning this game.
They're getting some people down. WPI was cooler, so they're going to be back fast. But if these guys, Champlain moves fast with it.
Eventually you'll remember their name.
Champlain moves fast, and they're going to be able to do that with the zip cap. So they got to move in with 2 down. They can definitely try and take more space in mid here.
It was a nice zip cast from Fant. Tried to create some space. Unfortunately, couldn't get the picks they wanted. Looks like the dualies from WPI are really moving in, taking a lot of players out. This is not looking good for Champlain. They have no claims. The economy's in total control of WPI. They still have half the game left to come back, but it's going to be difficult, especially as it looks like WPI is preparing for another push on the basket.
WPI is coming back in strong. They're just bullying them in their plat here. So many clams. They just had to build a tower and just push them right back.
Although Champlain taking out 2 very quickly, make that another one. Like, right now, the WPI only got 1 point out of that push, and it looks like it's going to die there. They have no clams.
Luckily, WPI did have coolers, so they didn't lose mid. But it definitely was not the push they were hoping for. But, I mean, seriously, now you have 2 minutes left. WPI goes 1 down, 2 down. Champlain, right? Champlain can take full advantage of this if they don't die to this Dynamo.
Yeah, this Dynamo, those horizontal flicks, they control so much space. They really need to get the Dynamo out of the picture first if they want to have any chance of retaking mid. Because it seems like every time they have an advantage, the Dynamo is just there to be like, actually, no, takes out 2 for the reversal, and then just like that, Champlain's back in disadvantage, stuck on their plat.
You know, they can't even fight Dynamo because they have a sharking shot in their spawn who used to double with Zuka.
The Dynamo being crazy bold going up in the bats like that, gets a trade.
And Champlain is 3 down again. That's a delayed wipe. WPI is going to push up here, and with only 1 minute left, they might just get another push. It's insane. 2 more cleanses in the defense.
Basket open again. That's a good splashdown. Really going to force them back. Let's see if they can get a few more points off of this push as opposed to the whole 1 point they got from their last.
They have gotten some, 16 points? I'm a math major. They get 22.
Good cleanup.
Gonna die there. Okay, but 30 seconds left. That's probably gonna be the last for WPI, you know.
Now's the time to go on the defensive, I agree.
Champlain has 2 power clans waiting, if you count the pity. So this is their time to go.
Inkjet online as well. This is really their chance to get in there, take some space, and try to get one last big push to maybe steal this game.
Inkjet goes down early, and now with the flanking Dynamo.
This Dino is insane, frankly. Oh my god. Finds another one as well. That's both balls down. It's going to be... Champlain needs a miracle if they want to come back for this win.
That's going to be the game, folks. Their time to expire. Goodbye. That's 4-0? Is that a sweep?
I mean, you made the map list. You would know this is game 1. But good stuff from WPI. They played that really well. They took, they knew the key locations on that map, the 2 stacks on left and right, and they did a really good job of controlling them. I felt like Champlain, they played that entire game stuck on their plaque, as anytime they tried to get back into mid, they had no control of the stacks, so they were just taken out immediately. Suddenly, Champlain's at disadvantage, and then WPI is able to just constantly rush their plat over and over and over again. Yeah,
Champlain, their main problem was just once they couldn't get anything going because they would die, and that was because of a good flank by the Dynamo a lot of the times. But, you know, definitely WPI is not unbeatable. They were dying, and they were, not doing everything right. So Champlain can beat these guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like what's really important, especially in these lower divs, 6, 5, and 4, it's really important to... I should probably do that real quick. It's really important to not lose morale early on. Losing the first game, that says a lot about the 2 teams you're playing against, or the 2 teams involved. First impressions really matter, right? So if you're Champlain, it's really important to not take that loss too harshly, keep your heads up and come back stronger than ever for the next few games. Because if you get a loss of morale early on, comms are going to start getting uncomfortably quiet, and from there, the set's basically already over,
I mean, look, I'm not jinxing anything here, I'm not trying to jinx anything. I will say, the most common, score pattern is you win the first game, you lose the next 4. Sorry, WPI. I'm not trying to jinx you. I'm just stating the facts here.
Well, I mean,
Snow. That's me.
Yeah, they also have a player named Snow. They were holding missiles, so they're just as toxic as you are.
Okay, thank you very much. You know what? I made one. What's it called? Video montage and had 10 missiles as my thumbnail. And this is what I get as return. Well, no, I like my biggest fan, Snow. He liked me so much they named himself after me.
Of course. Anyways, moving into game 2 with Splat Zone Zumami.
What the hell is this map?
Snow, I hate this map.
This map sucks.
You're a staff member. You had say over what goes in the map list. So how about you tell me what it's doing in the map list?
Well, I was the one who said to put it there.
Oh my god.
I was really hoping they'd say no and I could move to something else, but they said, okay, yeah, Umami Zone, this is good. It's like, okay, I guess I'm trapped here now.
Alright, so this map is crazy lockout heavy, on zones especially, because the idea of zones is you take zone and you move up to the next level, right? WPI continuing to pull out some unorthodox picks with a red pencil, not the more common blue one. Probably because they already have the Dynamo for cooler, but still, definitely a strange pick from them.
Comp is insane. Comp is insane. They have 2 special charges up on the S-Class and the Pencil. And the Pencil will be getting a lot of rains now. Hopefully that'll get the S-Class to some reasonable amount of Booyahs. But right off the bat, Champlain goes 3 down. T-Tech's back off the shot.
Oh, that ain't good. An immediate wipe for WPI. If they play this well, they can easily rush up to that next level, and hopefully they're going to attempt to lock out Champlain for the remainder of this game.
Try on his lock is try to make a hero play. It's too early for that, though. They're going to die. And now, WPI is cooler in the spawn. This is really bad.
This Blaster being crazy aggressive, trying to get some more picks. They are cooler, so they can afford to play aggressive. If they die, it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
Champlain starting to slow down their advance. WPI's forced to back up. A good pick by the T-Tech there. Excuse me, the Octo Shot. No, the Splash. What am I saying? I'm getting all my weapons mixed up.
Okay, so what color is this?
WPI is light blue. I should turn on color lock in the future.
That's okay. I like the colors.
I do as well.
Okay, so Champlain sent WPI back for a few seconds. They got the picks, they pushed back into mid, but just like that, WPI is back, getting the picks and taking back mid. Crab goes down pretty fast, but still. It's 3v3 and they have 2 specials online, and that could coming out.
It is important to note that Champlain, if only for a little bit, did manage to flip zone, and they actually just flipped it again here. So WPI is going to have quite a penalty to work through. So, like, that quick knockout WPI was hoping to get to begin this game. Good camping that jump.
I was scared to miss.
Like, WPI, you know, that quick knockout might not happen now. They do have a pretty significant penalty to work through, but with that second wipeout, careful not to die to those bombs. You know, for second knockout, they're right up in that aggressive forward position. This might be their chance to really knock Champlain out here.
Exactly where they want to be. Diamond going down does make it easier for Champlain to try and come back in, but with the Crab getting 1, maybe get 2 now.
Not quite.
So Champlain is having a foothold to work with.
Unfortunate falling off the map there. Not taking into account that you move slow when strikes are online.
Yeah, that reminds me of the game I played with my team a couple days ago where Kraken was right off the bat.
Dude, what fucking idiot would do that? Oh,
I
man.
don't know. But, you know, Champlain has time for one last attempt at the zone here. So they have to try and get their specials as fast as they can, and, you know, and really, like, now. They gotta go now.
It seems like the shot recognized that. They're trying to build up strikes. They neutralized one of the zones. They have a bit of time to play with. You gotta pop those strikes now, fan. Like, you gotta get something happening. It's gonna be close. Neutralized zone. They trade one. It's not enough, though.
Yeah. I think the strikes are powerful at neutralizing the zone, but I think that the teammates went down, so just was not enough to try to get them back in the game.
Yeah. I can't say. One of the things I wanted to mention before the set actually started, but I wasn't able to because you got here 10 seconds before we started, was talking a bit about these teams. Namely, I've been doing some work of Champlain, and one of the things they asked me to help them with was how do we get out of disadvantage, because that's something we really struggle with, and that makes these lockout-heavy maps, like Umami, for instance, really difficult for us to play. And one of the things I told them was, I feel like you guys aren't coordinating your specials. Like, from what I saw in their first scrim, or the first scrim I sat in on, a lot of times they would pop specials when there was no one else around, or they would pop special and not call it out, making it really hard to work with the specials. So I really want them to, like, focus more on special coordination in these matches. And based on what we're seeing right now, it doesn't look like they're doing a lot of that. Like, those strikes that fans were throwing out, sure, they're neutralizing the zone for a couple of seconds, but no one's working with the strikes. So, you know, neutralizing the zone for a few seconds, sure, like, you're stalling for a little bit, but a more coordinated push when people are working with the strikes, you don't just neutralize zone, you completely flip zone, push the enemy team out of zone, and then, you know, before you know it, you're back in control of the game. And we're just not seeing enough of that from Champlain, I feel.
Of course, on that last push, they were trying to, I mean, they had no time to build up a coordinated special push.
I will say, on Umami, it's especially, and again, another reason why that map is terrible is how small it is. There isn't exactly a lot of turf real estate to work with. So, like, when you have 30 seconds to build up specials, like, it's really tough to find the uninked, like, paint to work with in order to build specials back up again.
And the only way is to try and push the front lines. Player. What I was wondering, though, when did you get good enough to try coaching a team?
Well, listen, man, I've been doing a lot of work, you know? I've been working my way up from Div 5 to Div 3 to Div 1 now. I'm pretty decent at this game, regardless of what you say.
Should have stayed in Div 5. You got the blind leading the blind over here.
Oh my god, this guy.
Champlain lose the set, I know why.
They won their first match, don't forget that.
Who were they playing against?
Tentacoolers, I think they were.
I
I don't know, but, you know, we're moving on to Game 3, TC Mako. As opposed to the last map mode, this is like a top 5 map mode in this game, in my opinion.
For sure. E-Leader, Umbrella, so both teams are running something pretty in line with what they normally play.
The E-Leader from Malachi, actually, I want to point out, because that's a relatively new weapon for them in comp. They only recently started playing it. But I know they have a preference for it in TC, and as we see, they're already making moves with it! Oh my god, Malachi! Move up, please, take the stack.
That was so funny, the dude was just like standing still, just turns right, gets 1, turns left, gets 2, but now their whole team's dead.
Unfortunately, that amazing double by Malachi doesn't mean much if the rest of your team goes down right after. Looks like WPI is going to immediately retaliate with a push of their own. Let's see what Champlain can do to stop it. For Crab on tower, it's going to be difficult. Man, barely missing the kill there with the team tag. I gotta refer to them by weapons instead of by name, but it's force of habit. Tri-Slosher jumps in to try to get a pick. Can't get anything, unfortunately. WPI is really running away with this push.
I mean, this cooler is so powerful. Because, like, you know, even if they do die, they're back instantly. But, you know, they're not even dying. They keep on going, getting more kills. And now they're 2 down. Finally, Champlain can start trying to push back into mid. But if they don't watch out, they're going to get flanked.
Yeah, that's really not what you want to see at Champlain. And before you know it, you know, I was about to say, oh man, looks like they finally stopped that push. They can get some momentum back. But now they're 3 down again. WPI is the tower pushing again like nothing happened.
So, I mean, they use the strikes, and I was going to say it's uncoordinated, but they do end up getting an dynamo until they go down eventually. But still, it's like, you know, they get a pick, but then they die, they get a pick and they die. Finally, they're 2 up, they can move with it, they just have to be more careful where they go.
That inkjet from Demi, the Brella there, I hope I'm not getting my players mixed up. Again, I feel like, you know, it's a special, but there was no intent behind it. They popped inkjet without really having a target in mind, so the blaster just immediately picks them off.
Also, no, that blaster direct was insane. That's a hard shot to hit.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with an S-Blast, where the direct hitbox is so tiny.
Yeah. Well, speaking of S-Blast, they're just greeting them on that top left. Finally jumps over. And with an inkjet back them up, this is gonna be...
Yes, now conversely, this is the exact kind of inkjet you love to see. Unfortunately, missing the pick there on the dualies. That would have been huge if they could have pulled it off.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work out, but that was very well coordinated.
Yeah, no.
To go to start the fight and then the inkjet to finish it off. Didn't end up finishing it off, but still, really good play. And now we got defense.
No, the intent was absolutely there. That was like the exact polar opposite of what I was talking about. Popping specials with no intent. That was the textbook example of how to use inkjet on this map, even if the execution was a bit off. Anyways, looks like WPI's pushing again. Good stop with a combination of stuff from Malachi and the Slosher there.
Yeah. So it's still pretty neutral, and WPI since the first push hasn't ever even taken full control of it since. And now with 2 down, this is Champlain's opportunity to push up.
Yeah, Champlain actually, it looks like they're starting to turn this game around. Like, that first push was looking really strong for WPI. It kind of looked like Champlain was scrambling, you know, losing control of the game. But they've really slowed things down. It seems like the pace of the game is a bit more in control. It's not just WPI steamrolling them. They got past first check one of their earlier pushes. Although, again, they just can't seem to get out of neutral. Like, even if they stop WPI's advantage, they can't get an advantage of their own, it seems like.
They do get an advantage, but I mean, I'm not seeing how they're going down for this game. So, WPI is once again trying to lock them out. They're not pushing tower too aggressively. They have the special to do it. They might give Champlain an opportunity to make something happen in mid, like now with the 3 down.
Yeah, that was a really nice defensive jet from the Brella there. But again, like, this constant cooler spam from the Dynamo means that WPI, sure, they might be dying a lot, but it's like their deaths don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, the only way to take advantage of this is move really fast. I mean, that's something even, like, you know, stronger Div 1 teams can struggle to do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And, you know, speaking of cooler, they've already got another one out for this push, so Champlain can try and defend as well as they can. Like, at some point, it's exercise of futility. Now they got another flanking Dynamo roll.
Yeah, this Dynamo, they're really putting in work for their team. Like, they're pumping out coolers like there's no tomorrow. They're getting behind the enemy, getting picks left, right, and center. Dying to a wave breaker. Who says it's a bottom tier special? Never mind, that was the Barella. Never mind, wave breaker's still a bottom tier special.
I hate playing against Dynamo rollers, and this is part of the reason why. Because when they're in your face, like, it just... Man,
it's scary. Like, if they're in your face and you miss your shots, like, you just die.
And, you know, speaking of just dying, look at that 2 people going down. It wasn't from the Dynamo, but it was because of the coordination with playing Dynamo. And that's a wipe!
Yeah, this could be... Champlain has one chance. The tower's already in a really forward position. They're really going to have to dive for that checkpoint.
3 seconds left. They have time, but WPI knows that, and they're going to be watching people rushing the tower.
It's going to be close. That's a wipeout from Champlain. WPI, yeah, another win for them. Going 3-0 in the series right now. We are at match point. WPI only needing 1 more game to secure the win.
But now, first 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, like, it happened last night. GMU versus IVC Diamond Rays. They pulled off the reverse 4-0. So anything's possible. Champlain, you know, just... I know by now, dropping 3 games in a row, it's easy for morale to really go down the toilet right about now, but you gotta keep your chins up and show up to game 4, like, just as motivated as you did in game 1. Anything can happen.
Champlain's got to play this game like it's 0-0 and not 0-3. You know, you don't want to play. You don't want to think it's about to end. You want to think we're just getting started.
This is where they reveal they've actually been sandbagging this entire time. Exactly.
Have you ever seen the Smash documentary?
Oh yeah.
And now they will try.
They'll pull an Isaiah.
No, not Isaiah. It's a Korean DJ.
Oh shit, dude! There's a lot of players in that documentary.
There's only 7.
What? When's the last time I watched that? It must have been ages ago.
It's about the 7 greatest players of 2011, whenever that thing came out.
You know, I realize I say I watched it, but I think the last time I watched it was like back in high school before I gave up on Smash Bros. For life. Because Ultimate just destroyed any faith I had left in that franchise.
Well, yeah, that's why people pay attention to Melee, the best game in the series. Sorry, Nintendo, don't take an interest that.
Yeah, don't say that in a Splatoon stream of all places.
No, Splatoon is like a big fan of Melee, right? Remember that one time some Melee tournament got cancelled and all the Splatoon players... Oh yeah, Big House.
Save Melee.
The Big House online tournament, I think, got cancelled. And the Splatoon online tournament, sponsored by Nintendo, they all changed their names to like Free Melee, Save Smash, whatever. So, you know, Splatoon and Melee were tight.
And then Nintendo pulled the plug on that tournament.
Yeah, I took a plug on Splatoon with their kits right now. Jesus
Hey, that's
Christ.
not true. Who are you to be saying that when you play cookie cutter frontline shooters that all get top tier kits?
And I acknowledge that, you know, my weapons, and not my weapons, frontline shooters got insane kits. And like, the average kit of the frontline shooter is so much better than the average kit of any other weapon in the game. It's like, you know, I'm lucky that I play this class.
It feels good to be a shooter player, you know?
It really does.
I don't gotta worry about my, like, let's say I was a Brella main, it would have been a rough first year of the game knowing that my shield doesn't function half the time.
Does it function right now?
I think it does. I think they made it slightly better. I don't know, maybe if Demi were still here they could tell us because they play a lot of Brella. I know they play 10th Umbrella in addition to V-Brella, so I'm interested to see if they're gonna pull that out. But it doesn't even look like they're in the room anymore.
10th Umbrella on Rainmaker is an interesting play. It's kind of like when you surf with the Kraken. It's where no one can hit you.
Except it actually like works.
Yeah. But the only thing is my issue with 10th Umbrella on Rainmaker is that it's so slow in the fastest mode.
Right. It's a very clunky weapon.
Like, it can work, it can force you to get some points, but I don't know. There's better options. I don't know.
Anyway, speaking of Rainmaker, let's talk about it. Humpback Rainmaker, how do you feel about this map mode?
It's still my favorite map.
It is a good one. It's a hell of a lot better than Humpback TC, I'll tell you that much. Can you imagine if some dumbass on the staff put that in the map list last season?
I think Humpback, all modes are very good. Humpback TC is underrated. It's so unique.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Can you think of any map that plays like Humpback TC does?
Bluefin TC, because they both suck.
That's not what I asked. Bluefin TC is stupid because just like every other Bluefin, you can't fucking push in.
Well, the problem with Bluefin TC is that as soon as you get past second check, the game's over. And I like how we were supposed to be talking about Humpback Rainmaker, and instead we're debating the quality of Bluefin TC.
Well, you know why that happened? Because you started like you try to start shit with me. Like, what? Oh, so who would Humpback TC in that mode? You're the one who wanted to talk about Humpback Rainmaker in the first place. Let's change the topic.
Okay, point is, Humpback Rainmaker, it's a pretty good map mode. Most teams go to the right check first, because it's a much better holding position as opposed to going left where you can just get jumped on from the high ground. But who knows? I'm guessing fans are going to play Octobrush here. And if they do, going left...
What are they cooking?
I was not paying attention.
They did a tent! But look, what are they cooking?
Oh my god, dude. WPI...
WPI, okay, I'm going to be honest.
They're cool. Like, that's all you could say. They are just the coolest motherfuckers in this community.
They're mid.
But they play cool stuff.
I'm gonna be honest. If they lose this game, they're gonna look so dumb. But
good start for Champlain, finding 3 down. Like, this is the kind of play we need to be seeing more from them.
This Dynamo, to be honest, I mean, this should be a wasted cooler. They have to kill Dynamo though, but they didn't. And now, what the fuck is this?
Pink is Champlain.
Okay, so now WPI is going to push back and then Champlain being 2 down. Middle's been in for a bit, but still, Champlain, WPI is cooler, they're pushing in mid.
That was a funny trade.
Yeah. WPI is just not going to win this one, I swear.
You know, dude, like, time and time, I've been impressed with the weapon pulls that WPI has in their comp, so, like, I truly believe they can make this work. Granted, I'm really hoping Champlain gonna get a win over this extremely questionable comp because, you know, content.
Not as content, because we don't want the game to end this early. It's boring. Also, because you don't want to reward.
You don't want to reward them for playing off meta.
No, for playing double roller bamboo try. What the hell is that?
Well, hey, Tri-Slosher is an extremely powerful weapon on this map. A Tentacles trying to go in, their shield gets shredded immediately by the Zuka, unfortunately. And again, this Dynamo continuing to put in work for WPI. Champlain cannot figure out this matchup for their last.
Champlain does. Wait, Champlain's right?
Yes.
Champlain does have a position to push a Rainmaker with WPI out of position, but they weren't fast enough, and WPI is able to collapse in on them and that push. But 52, they have their own checkpoint. That's something.
And notably, they pushed a few points past the checkpoint. So, you know, if WPI, let's say they rally, they get to that first checkpoint, they still have a few more points worth of buffer before they can lose lead. So Champlain can definitely afford to play things a bit more passively if they need to when WPI gets to that first checkpoint. But for what it's worth, never mind, they're actually 3 down. Last one stuck in Zuka. Yeah, that's not ideal.
Champlain did have an opportunity there to push in with the Dynamo below the left side, Rainmaker on the right, but they weren't able to take it. But still, now the Tri-Slosher in mid is able to shut WPI's push down altogether. And WPI still managing to get picks though, just refusing to. They said, nah, I'd win.
Yeah. Cooler up at WPI, Champlain's 2 down, another 2 down immediately after. They're going to have a lot of offensive potential coming out of WPI here. Champlain's really going to have to rally to get them out of this elbow area. And it looks like they do with a quick double from Tree. This Tentacles is putting in work for their team.
WPI was cooler, so they went back fast, but the point is that now they weren't able to pop the Rainmaker and get the lead back. But, okay.
The Tri-Slosher dropping the Rainmaker down the half-pipe, definitely the right thing to do. If they die past first checkpoint, that's really, really bad, because then all WPI has to do is touch the Rainmaker, and then boom, instant lead. So dropping it down there, like, definitely the right play to make. Also, noticing the flank from the Dynamo, of all players, why am I not surprised?
I was going to say at the beginning, I bet that I'm going to see a flanking Dynamo at the beginning.
This Dynamo is insane.
That is insane. Unfortunately, Champlain does grab the Rainmaker and take it all the way to the right, and that's going to slow down the push completely. And in addition to that, WPI used both their coolers at the same time, so they're not going to have another one for this push in a timely manner.
Looks like the Dynamo's going for a flank again, despite the Rainmaker still being on their side of the map.
They're not trying to. They're not hiding. Oh, they're going left. They're going left. It's completely open. This is going to be a free lead and more. This could be a game-winning push right here.
Yeah, it seems like Champlain was completely unprepared for the left route there. They got a massive push all the way down to 13. That's going to be hard to beat, especially if only a minute left on the clock.
Champlain saw the Dynamo there and they weren't pushing up, but I can just ignore them. But no, they were making space for their team, WPI, to push in and now get Rainmaker all the way down to 13. With 4 seconds left, it's going to be a hard lead here. Especially with the Carbon Rotor getting a pick on the Rainmaker, leaving only 1 left for Champlain.
Yeah, this is gonna, like, God knows the nerves between all the players of Champlain is really high. You have 30 seconds left to get a pretty substantial push in match point. It's gonna be like we're gonna have to see how they manage this. Strikes out from the splash, unfortunately pops them too close to the ledge, and against this comp, against a roller and a Tri-Slosher that excel at peeking ledges, there's not much you can do. 10 seconds left, but they probably don't have time to make it back. They're gonna have to dive it.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. The Splash did listen to Pochar's advice of peeking ledge against the Carbon. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. And that is the game. That's a clean 4-0 sweep for WPI with that stupid comp they should get.
Well, congrats to WPI. That's not only are they up 2-0 in the season so far, but that's 2 4-0 sweeps back-to-back. They are looking extremely strong this season, in spite of their extremely questionable comps.
Look. Dynamo, S-Blast, and like 2 mana weapons, I can deal with that. That's actually perfectly workable. Try Carbon, Dynamo, Bamboo. Oh my god.
Oh, hey man, you can't judge. It worked. It worked better than my V96 and Ramen Zones.
She's not allowed to play anymore.
I'm not. It's true. I'm a man of my word. Anyways, I gotta put on the theme of WPI because they won.
Wave goodbye.
No, that's our theme.
It's already playing.
Well,
you requested it.
Because I put it on earlier. But you know, WPI won. I know they like this song. I'm pretty sure they put it on when we played the Workers Union last season in quarterfinals. So congrats to WPI for the 4-0 sweep. Of course, I was rooting for Champlain because I am working with them. It sucks to see them lose 4-0, but you know.
I was also rooting for Champlain because I support labor rights. I don't like the union busters.
Well, no, union busters would be in a. Oh wait, no, what am I saying? You're right.
Workers union. I love workers union because they're pro-union. Hate the union busters. Sorry, I don't hate you personally, but I hate union busting. You know what I mean? Am I quiet? I don't care.
You're always quiet. You barely talk, even in comp.
I got nervous.
Got nervous.
Are they playing all 7?
It seems like it. I feel like we would have gotten disconnected from the host ages ago.
Well, maybe WPI Justin is re-celebrating, so I'm playing.
Maybe. I mean, he's just standing there. Menacingly. God damn it. Well, while we're waiting, I mean, they switched the Clams Museum. I'm sure they're doing play all 7. What can you tell me about this map, Matt Snow? It's a personal favorite of mine for a very obvious reason.
Because Prochard said it's an extra rank map.
That is not at all what I was getting at.
No, that's the reason why you like it.
Prochard likes this map because, and I quote, the box jump from Rainmaker in Splatoon 1 was brought back. To which I say, Chara, this is Clams. It's a different mode.
So I don't recall this map at all from Splatoon 1 because I was barely sentient back when the game was a thing.
Dude was still a homunculus.
2015? I was 12. Yeah, no, I was not alive.
I would have been 13.
I probably got it when I was 13, yeah. I probably got it.
Damn it, I put on the wrong song, apparently. Justin's mad at me. Sorry, my Union Busters.
Yeah, see, the Happy Little Workers sounds like the corporate video they play for you during your trading. They're saying, you don't need to make a union. You know, we listen to our employees. If you have a problem, you can take it up with us directly. And you know, I had to watch 2 of these videos when I worked for Home Depot and Giant. Both companies say, don't make a union.
You only had to watch 2? I watched like 7 when I worked for Panera.
Okay, I watched, there's a ton of videos. The anti-union videos were like 3 minutes long. So like, you know, they didn't pay too much attention to them. But you know, in the other videos, they like sneak it in a little bit. Like, just remember, don't make a union. Anyways, that's my rant about Happy Little Workers.
So yeah, Museum Clams. How do you feel about this one?
Right. So obviously, I think it's an X-tier map. Also, crack and cheese is good on it. As you would know, that's the only thing you know how to do.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna ignore that part. I can tell you, I'm pretty sure Champlain does not have any Kraken weapons in any of their members' weapon pools.
Well, Malachi was playing leader before.
They were playing leader.
They're not even here in the room.
I guess now that I think about it, in the first game I sat in on, they tried to play a Kraken leader on crab-leg clams. It didn't go too well for them back then. I don't know if they're feeling brave enough to pull it out again.
Well, listen, it's so good on Museum Clams. I would know, like, 45 minutes ago I played a game where we won because of Kraken cheese.
I mean, yeah, like, we did the textbook example of cheesing for a win in overtime, like, 30 minutes ago.
But, yeah,
God, dude, I can tell you already, shouts to my guy Nextlation from GMU. They were definitely furious about that loss, because no one hates Kraken cheese more than them.
Did they use Kraken cheese at all? They didn't, right?
No, they did.
They did. Oh yeah, because they had 2 of them.
Yeah, they were running double Kraken in that
they
game.
can't complain about Kraken cheese. You know, they had 2 of them.
I was gonna say that. I was like, listen, you want to complain about Kraken cheese? That's a lot of smack from a comp that had Kraken leader and 96.
Kraken leader and 96, and the only reason they had the lead in the first place is because they used double Kraken in our base and jumped to it. 2 power clams.
Dude, it sounds like double Kraken's not a good idea.
It can work.
Oh, it definitely can work, but it's like double cooler, you know? Like, it's definitely a gamble most teams would rather not take.
You have the bait Kraken. One Kraken, they pop the thing they're gonna cheese, but then the second Kraken comes in, and that's the one that actually cheeses.
Well, so like you do Kraken cheese the first one, second Kraken user jumps in, dunks the ball, and then pops Kraken upon landing.
That's not what I was thinking, but that works too.
Yeah, that'd be bold.
And you can jump when you're in Kraken too, right?
A super jump?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
And you just gave me a good idea. Super chumps on Clan Blitz Museum. It's really strong here.
Don't, please, no.
Think about it. On the spinner, you're surrounded by chumps, you're cooked. There's no way for you to live at that point.
Oh no, not chumps. The most powerful special in all of Splatoon history.
I mean,
I'd rather take pre-buff Stingray in Splatoon 2 than super chumps. You know, the one that was like super small and you couldn't stop firing once you turned it on?
I didn't have Splatoon 2 at launch. I didn't have a Switch.
You silly. Dude, I was there at the launch of Splatoon 2 when Triple Tri-Slosher was meta.
Yeah,
oh yeah, the Kraken leader out from WPI. That's gonna be bold. And a Dreadvinger out from
like
Champlain. I was not expecting
the
that.
comp that Champlain is playing now feels more like a comp that WPI was playing before. But yes, WPI does have the Kraken cheese. They are immoral, fatherless, whatever you want to call it.
Wow, dude, there's a lot of people from WPI in chat right now.
Okay, sorry, I don't respect Kraken cheese. I apologize.
And yet you put me on Blues comp.
Listen, okay, fine. I can't deny that. I guess I thought that you had another trick in your bag.
I did. I suggested my NZAP, and you told me no. Anyways, we're completely
I'm
ignoring
not-
this game
yeah,
so far. It
we're
looks like
good.
WPI has an early advantage, having thorough control of mid and like thorough control of the clan economy.
Carbon dies in. Wait, gets. Oh, never mind. Wait, gets one. Carbon is still here, ready to try and shark in and get a kill.
A crab coming from the far left side from WPI. I'd much rather see that crab up in top mid. They're going for Kraken cheese. This
They
is
didn't
textbook.
jump. They didn't jump.
Oh my god, who is this Kraken? I'm so embarrassed.
What the hell happened there?
Oh my god, what is this matchup?
The mid-off is crazy.
Oh my god, they're so nervous. Somehow no one scored there, okay?
I don't even know what was happening with the rest of the team. I just know, okay, Leader went in with Kraken. They had 2 balls, but no one jumped. And then the Carbon tried to camp the Kraken, like, deactivating, but then they died and got killed by, like, 20 tap shots. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was definitely not the best display of mechanical skill I've ever seen in this game.
But the dually just had a pretty good. Oh, they had a triple. Can they finish it with the quad? They see the last person. I don't see the last person.
It looks like they're trying to rush the basket. They get it in. That's
what the hell.
You know, 20 points, nothing too major. But you're not going to complain for free 20 points if you can get it in. The important thing is it's going to slow down WPI's advance because they have to, pay attention to the basket, make sure no one else is coming in with more clams. Although in Clam Blitz, it's really important to try to maximize the point gain from each of your pushes because, with every power clam you toss into the basket, you're just giving the other team a pity of their own to retaliate with.
Yeah, but one thing it does mean is that...
That's a wipeout right in front of
there's
basket.
no clams!
The jump's coming in.
Right
There's not going to be enough time, though, and unfortunately, the basket's going to remain closed for a little while. So, smart play by the E-leader backing up there. Stowe staying pretty forward, I think. Looks like they got a snipe up on tree, up on top left there. They're just going to try to hold this position until the basket opens up again, which it did. They get that second ball in, and now they have a lot of clams to work with and really get a lot of points here.
This duel is shredding them right now. They're on like a, 10 kill streak at this point? That's what it feels like.
They're going nuts.
Yeah,
pulling a Nova on him, humpback Rainmaker if you catch my drift.
I don't catch your drift.
Somehow managing to keep the basket open throughout all of that, although with no more clams. That's a wipeout, though.
There must be clams there, please. Oh my god.
There was some on Spinner. I don't think they noticed. Oh no, this is their side of spawn.
Well, so that's a big push, and WPI does kind of get pushed out. They're not fully in control of that plat anymore. Dewey's is up there. They're a menace, but they're going to go down 2. Now they've got 3 down. Champlain is just trying to go in with this. And they got a delayed wipe. The world is their oyster right now.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot. What Champlain really needs to focus on here is not rushing up the basket quite yet, taking the time to really paint up mid and trying to secure the economy in their favor. Although, with them going 2 down, the last one going down as well, that's a delayed wipe. It looks like all that ground they made up, it's just going to be taken back by WPI swiftly.
Yeah, that is the common theme of this match, right?
It feels like for every 1 pick Champlain gets, WPI is ready to be tallied for quick 2 down.
And WPI is coming in with this clam. They got to score it, though. They have the open path. They choose not to do it. Who's going to die there? For now.
Yeah, not getting any points out of that, just giving Champlain another pity to work with, although with how Champlain's been playing pretty defensively here, I'm not sure how much value they're going to get out of that extra pity. They have less than a minute left to try to get some kind of push going here.
Ooh, good shot by the Charger.
That must have been right on the edge of his range. That was a really nice shot.
Champlain is able to get killed, able to get picks, but with the beacons from this Kraken leader, WPI just comes back in so fast and takes back mid. They're down 1, but Champlain, they're down 2, down 3. Champlain needs to move in with this, otherwise they're going to jump back into the beacons and be right back in flat.
Yeah, last one's worked as well. They really needed to go dive that E-leader, take him out while he had no team support. They're opting to play a bit more slowly, building cooler. That's not a bad play necessarily. The team's cooler. They can be aggressive here, finding another 2. A lot of clams online as well. This could be big for Champlain.
How
Defensive
about
Kraken coming in. It's gonna be
If
close.
that try can get across without dying, they need to score the clam though.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately,
it's dead.
the ball got stopped.
And they take it out. So
That's a
unfortunate.
wipe.
So unfortunate. If they could score that power, that might have been something. That might have been something notable with the try on the top left, scoring 7 clams and drawing attention to them. But of course, they didn't.
Yeah, no, WPI was good to notice. They only have 1 ball. If we take out that ball, it doesn't matter how many other clams the rest of the team has. They can't get those in if the ball never makes it to the basket. So, good play by WPI, recognizing, making sure to prioritize that one player with the ball, realizing that they were definitely the biggest threat to them.
That was definitely that was definitely a pretty tight game, and Champlain did have the clams at the end to try and make something happen. Fortunately, it did not work out, so it's a 5-0. The playoff match would be over by now.
Mm-hmm.
But we have 2 more to go. I don't know what the map list is. So
I believe next is Zones.
clams.
Zones. Oh my god, how do I forget?
Ship shape.
Yeah, Zone Ship Shape.
I like some.
Yeah, no, this is in my opinion, this is like a top 5 map mode. I feel like a lot of people, especially in CCA, have grown increasingly critical of Ship Shape in particular. Probably because, the staff members decided to put it in every single map list last season.
I know whose fault that was. That wasn't mine. Oh my god. I was there. I was saying, guys, we cannot put 3 maps or 3 modes for both these maps. It's gonna be so bad. You're gonna have the same 2 maps in every single week's map list. And they listened to me. They said, no, they're fan favorites. We gotta put them in.
Yeah.
So we put them in and it sucked. Whatever.
So
I'm not salty.
the point of that anecdote is that Ship Shape Zones, Ship Shape in general, but Ship Shape Zones in particular, it's a really good map. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to admit it because they're just, like in CC in particular, they don't want to admit that Ship Shape's a good map because they're just so sick of seeing it.
Ship shape is good though. I mean, it's like, the main thing I like about it is that top right area on your own spawn. There's so many ways to push in. You can drop left and go into mid. You can drop into that pit. You can go on the grates. You can go all the way to far left and drop into mid that way. There's a lot of ways into mid. It's hard to get locked out, to be quite honest.
In my opinion, it's a map that's it plays really similarly to Mako zones in particular. Those 2 arches that kind of crest over the zone, top left, top right, they're very analogous to the stacks on Mako in my opinion, because if you control those 2 stacks, you have control of the game.
It reminds me of like a Minecraft world where you turn, like, I don't know what it's called, like the crazy structures on, you have the overhangs. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
You don't play Minecraft. You never
I mean, I do. I used to be a certified crafter, like the best of them.
Do you have it?
I have it on my computer, dingus.
You don't even have Minecraft.
You're looking at my Switch library.
You have 2 Splatoon 3s.
I do? No, one of those is
Oh,
definitely
one's
Splatoon 2.
You have a Wii U too?
Not here. I just brought those up in case.
Just in case you found a Wii U.
Just in case.
Yeah. Malachi back in, ready to pull out the leader. They saw WPI fuel on the leader hitting their shots and like, now I'm gonna show how it's done.
I mean, if you want my professional opinion, because
I don't really want to, but I feel like you're gonna say it anyway.
This guy, oh my god! I really wish Jay was here instead. You're so lucky he was busy today.
Dude, if he was busy, it would have been me and him talking, not you.
Probably.
That was the original agreement.
I mean, it's difficult to manage the camera and talk at the same time.
You're not doing anything. You're just talking.
Oh my god, it's hard.
What is hard? What are you doing? You haven't touched like OBS or the stream, whatever, in like years.
I'm like switching POVs with the controller.
Chrono is yelling at me in chat, I think.
Can confirm, Snow was telling the truth. He was not the person who did that. Oh, never mind. Chrono's got your back.
Oh, Chrono's got my back. Okay, I'm surprised. Sorry, Chrono. I underestimated you.
We 1v1 for the last map mode here. Well, point is, going back to what I was trying to say, because, we're talking about, you're putting Malachi back in, maybe they'll pull out leader again. Personally, I'd much rather see Neo Splash out of them. Strikes to take those key locations, right? The top right and top left arches that go over mid. That is so important on this map, and strikes are one of the best specials to do that with.
Strikes are good. Can't they play T-Tech instead?
If they wanted the T-Tech, that'd probably be from Fant. So, I mean, Fant might pull out T-Tech here. They could go double strikes.
Maybe, yeah, maybe the Penn State Classic could do double strikes. Octoshot, Neo Splash. No, T-Tech.
Usually double T-Tech. It doesn't seem that way because Nova plays Octo Shot, so it looks less obvious. WPI pulling out a ballpoint for the first time this set, I believe.
Hey,
and,
hey.
you know, as we called it, Champlain is going double tri-strike, which in zones, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, one other thing with Champlain's combo is a lot of displacement, double strikes, and
Immediate 2 down from WPI. Champlain can really be aggressive here. Finding another one as well.
Okay,
Wipeout, that's huge for Champlain. This is their chance to really lock out. Flingza immediately. Looks like all of them are immediately
pushing up. They're staying top. Top is an important position. Don't get me wrong. But when you get a wipe, you have to get hold of mid here. Otherwise, you're just giving them free reign to get back in.
Yeah, putting the Flingza up there, I thought that was a really good play. All 3 of them immediately diving that position. It gave WPI a lot of space to come back in and take some space, which it looks like that's exactly what they did.
And I mean, they just instantly got their specials and killed them because they had all the space in the world to do it.
Yeah.
And now WPI is locking them as well. Champlain is trying to push in from this right side that I talked about, and WPI is not able to hit them. They're breaking their ankles, but
finds a trade regardless.
Finally gets a trade. Champlain has strikes online, and with 3v3, they should really start thinking about using those, which they do.
They gotta place their strikes up on top right to get the ball point out of that power position. It looks like that's what they tried to do. Missile was online as well in that top right position. Although with 2 members down from Champlain, it's gonna be difficult to work with those missiles.
And they're just poorly timed. They used the strikes, but after they were done, they pushed in, and then after the guy died, they used the missiles. So I like the idea with the special coordination there, and I can push it into it. Just a bit bad timing. Now, speaking of timing, they're about time for 1 push to get back in.
They got strikes coming in. A lot of strikes up on top right there. This could be their chance to retake it, although it looks like their counter push failed. It's down to the Flingza to save this game. One Flingza can't do much against a full team of angry WPI members.
Yeah, they... What was I gonna say? They used the strikes, but it didn't really seem to displace anyone in particular. Well, what I should say, strikes is technically displacing special. I like it more as just like cover, to like hide my entrance as I get it. It's the same reason why I like playing around screen. You know, that's the way I think that strikes can be used. And when you have like, aggressive weapons like a T-Tech and a Neo Splash and a Tri-Slasher, you can use it that way.
Oh, I totally agree. Like, the best use for strikes, in my opinion, is using them as like a smoke screen, basically.
Exactly. It's a better screen than...
It's fun. Like, I've gotten to the habit with like 96 when I play against other teams that use strikes. I have a habit of just pre-firing where the strikes are landing. Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna kill someone who's trying to hide in them.
For sure. I mean, and even if you don't pre-fire, you get the paint down, you block them from coming in. Anyway. So.
Anyways, WPI taking the 6th game in a row. One more win, and they'll have the effective 7-0 sweep, which would be their second 7-0 sweep in a row of this season. So that would be a huge win for them. Champlain, I know you guys have it in you to take a win off of them. Like, you really got to come together as a team and show WPI that you mean business.
That hat looks stupid, the Mountie hat.
The Mountie hat? I'm trying to... Here they are.
Oh, you're lame.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Champlain, I think it would be really awesome if you guys just, you know, didn't let them get the satisfaction of a 7-0 sweep, just a 6-1. That'd be really great. Guys, please, please. Oh, you're such a nerd.
There we go. I should have done
this. He doesn't even play this shit anymore.
I should have done this. He doesn't, you're right. Alright, it's fine. I have his undercover gear memorized as well.
Put it in your freshest fit so you can be a real fan.
Oh, I don't know what brand it is. Shoot.
No, it's this one.
Oh yeah, it's right there. Shoot. I don't know any of the brands for his stupid gear. He's got like a big like beige jacket.
Yeah, you're talking a lot of smack about you have no shirts at all. Jesus. Do you ever go to the shop?
Yeah, I have like every. Wait a minute. Oh, it's because I'm sorting by thing.
Okay.
I think it's
you're talking about. Yeah, I think that is how he uses.
No, you can't see his pants when he uses them.
His pants. He doesn't have pants.
And I think the last one is Rockenberg. Not those. These are close enough. Alright, I'm ready.
You can't just say close enough.
Dude, we got a map mode to talk about. I don't want to stall for too long.
You're disrespecting his memory.
Oh my god, this guy. Okay, while I look for the right pair of shoes, how about you tell us a bit about TC Sturgeon?
I thought this map was awesome, Splatoon 2. I really don't like it very much in this game. And as with most tower control maps that like I don't feel too comfortable on, like this and Mako Mart. Wait, are those the two TC maps in this?
You made the map list. How do you not know? Yes, it's Mako TC and Sturgeon TC this week.
It's really unfortunate. I don't like those two maps.
This guy.
But yeah, TC Sturgeon.
What do you even do on the staff? I don't know.
I'm the comic relief.
Oh my god.
Don't look at my roles in the CCA server. I think you won't. You would like what you see. I wouldn't like what you see.
Alright, well, let that be your public service announcement to all 9 people watching this. Don't check Snow's roles in the CCA server.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're hopping into the game. I'll have you know I like Sturgeon TC. This is a personal favorite of mine.
Sturgeon is just bad now.
I feel like it plays like a worse version of Inkblot TC, where there's like one key defensive position that's really important to push into. On Inkblot, that's bats, and on this map, it's that top right position by the grates. So
not Inkblot, but the main issue with this map is that it's so snowball heavy, and like once they get past that last checkpoint, I feel like most of the time you just lose out there. Mm-hmm. It's like the most competitively played map that has that kind of issue. That at a certain point, it's just unfair.
I see. Yeah, that's fair.
Chomps, use it.
Yeah, I want to point out, we haven't seen a single super chump weapon from either side this entire time, and now there's chumps on both sides in the last game.
They're so smart. It's just a smart special, and the simultaneous jump at the same time. Like that was just such a good special, well designed, great for team play, powerful if used correctly. I mean, what's not correct?
If used correctly, that is the big caveat, because it's nearly impossible to use them correctly.
No, it's actually very easy. You just use them and go in.
Vacuum online for WPI, on tower no less. They're probably going to get lead here, especially as Champlain goes 2 down. Tri-Slosher rushes that tower, tries to make a hero play, successfully gets the pick, although they are very alone right now.
Very alone, but the Dynamo did not really move into that position to punish them. And into the Beacon in mid, I mean, there could be some funny stuff happening here if Purple chooses to jump to it. Who has Purple?
Purple is Champlain. The lovelies at home watching this can't tell, but I just pointed on my screen there to let them know. WPI going 3 down. All members of Champlain still alive. This is their chance to really push here. What's going on here?
What does that mean? Are you sure? I could crack him around the line if that's a move for support.
I'm just gonna leave that, because I'm afraid if I click the wrong thing, my computer might shut off.
It might. BIOS sounds important.
Nah, that's probably not important.
Yeah. Wait. Some of you guys are comp-sci majors in the chat. What is this BIOS only for Lenovo something? Are you sure you want to update this BIOS in this machine? Let us know, please. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till after Game 7 finishes and we sign off in case I crash my computer in the middle of this.
I mean, for all you know, they might not even be hearing or seeing anything right now.
They might not be.
Oh, the chumps! The chumps. Okay, look. So
and they're actually moving up with them, trying to get them to that key top right position.
I'm the biggest chump defender, but I will say in that situation, the chumps are not where they need to be. But this guy is where they need to be. On that top right, they're about to greet this leader if they don't get sniped.
The leader luckily sees them, gets the shot on, and that could have been bad if they left that end zap unchecked up there.
It's so sad. I love doing that play, and I hate seeing. It's like when someone else is kicking balls, you know? You feel the pain. I felt the pain of that end zap when they got shot, when they were trying to do a cool play, and they got shot behind a wall. Stupid. Leaders cheat. That's my motto.
This guy.
Ooh, leader
just
off,
barely out of range. I mean, no, like, leader versus splat charge. The Malachi here on leader does have the advantage over them. They just have to know the key positions. Nearly gets a tap shot kill. This Viper's in a fantastic spot, I say, as they go down. That's unfortunate.
I felt the love in the air tonight when that leader got killed. Like, thing. Is that what you call it?
Viper?
Yeah, I felt it in my bones. The leader's gonna win. They did not win.
But this is really not good for Champlain. Going 2 down with WPI pushing a tower with Vacuum active. Smart flank by the Tri-Slosher getting behind them like that, but WPI is not letting this pressure up. They take second checkpoint. They're in the home stretch for the knockout.
Look, this is the exact snowballing I was talking about. It is so hard to get back into contention when they're pushing in like that, and that's the game. What is a dumb map? Who put this in that list?
Gee, I wonder.
God.
I wonder.
God.
Oh my god. Well, regardless, congrats to WPI for getting their second 7-0 sweep of the season. Like, y'all have been playing really, really strong so far.
Yep, yeah, they definitely played very well. Champlain had their chances, but I mean, WPI played clean enough not to let them take advantage of those.
Yeah. But my advice to Champlain, don't take this loss too harshly. Losses happen to everyone. So just the important thing is keep your heads up, train hard for next week, and be ready to knock your next opponent out of the park. You'll be fine.
My advice to Champlain, stop having this guy coach you. He's not it. Trust me.
This guy. Oh my god.
I mean, really, you'd be better off getting coached by like a Div 4 player. At least it's higher than Div 5, right?
Bro, I like hard carried us in the second
What
8
are you
block clams
talking-
game an hour ago. Pull it up. Look at the
Yeah,
stats.
I am gonna. No, you can do it right now.
Oh, I can. You're right.
You can show the stream.
I'll put it on stream. That is how bold I am.
You don't need it. Okay, you're gonna watch the replay? God, you're fucking dick. Oh, you're gonna see all their maps first.
Where is Inkblot?
What was the first one? Here we go.
Boom! Look at that.
15 and 6. I did better than you.
I had fewer deaths.
I had more kills. Check the paint too. I painted more than you as well. Oh fuck.
That's embarrassing. Ouch.
Ah, god damn it. I was third. I was the second least. That's
Wow, dude, Zulo threw that game. What the hell?
I think
Dude fed harder than you.
Oh, I was playing tabletop. Not even tabletop. I was playing bed top like that. And I just had like insane RNG today. Like I don't know what to say. I was like, normally Zolo cooks my ass. Today I was kind of I was turning it around. Hit no. Hit yes. Hit no.
No. Okay, we're fine.
All right.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna stall any longer. Snow, thank you for coming out here. Do you have any like shameless plugs to make to the lovely people watching at home before we sign off?
Follow _Zeroto_ on Twitter.
I don't know who that is.
Maybe follow him. We'll find out.
I mean, it's probably. Why do you have so many different screen names? Ven Largig.
Yo, stop doxing me! Stop!
Alright, regardless, I don't have too many plugs to plug myself with. You're watching this on my channel. If you like what you see, maybe hit that subscribe button. It doesn't really help me, but it makes my ego slightly more inflated.
No, I think don't subscribe. He's at 196 subscribers. If you subscribe, you change the perfect number. 96.
96? He's right. Don't subscribe to me. But maybe leave this a like. It helps me out in the algorithm. So they say. I don't know. I don't know if anyone ever gets recommended my videos. Otherwise, what time's our match on Sunday? 9? 8? I don't know. Point is, if you like the voices of both of the two dorks you're listening to, we have a match at 8 or 9 p.m.
8.
Okay, 8 p.m. EST against H-Town Rebels in Div 1. Go to Vapor Nia's YouTube channel or Twitch and watch us there.